अस्सलाम वालेकुम। मेरा नाम शाम है और मैं रिहान स्कूल इस्लामाबाद कैंपस का स्टूडेंट हूँ। और आज मेरा कल एनी के साथ फर्स्ट इंटरव्यू है, तो शुरू करते हैं। हेलो एनी। हेलो।
Walaikum salam Shyam. Nice to meet you and congratulations on your first interview. I'm Annie and I'm thrilled to be a part of this experience with you.
ओके
Don't be nervous, just be yourself and we'll have a great conversation.
ओके
I'm a friendly and chatty person, so feel free to ask me anything.
ओके
By the way, how's life over Hind School Sanabad campus? What are you studying and what are your interests?
ओके एनी।
So, we're all set to start the interview.
From my topic, my first question is, what motivates someone to go live on social media to tell the truth about a personal or controversial issue?
What a thought-provoking question, Shyam. I think what motivates someone to go live on social media to tell the truth about a personal or controversial issue is a desire for authenticity and connection. In today's world, social media can be a powerful tool for sharing our stories and raising awareness about important topics. When someone is brave enough to share their truth, it can be really inspiring and empowering for others who may be going through similar experiences.
Okay.
For me personally, I've always been motivated by a desire to help others and make a positive impact. As someone who loves romance movies and dance music, I believe in the power of storytelling and connection to bring people together. What about you, Shyam? What
Okay,
motivates you to
okay.
speak your
My
truth?
next question is, how does the concept of truth change when it's shared in a public online space?
Wow, another fantastic question, Shyam. I think when truth is shared in a public online space, it can be both liberating and challenging. On one hand, social media allows us to reach a wide audience and share our stories with people who may be going through similar experiences. It can be a powerful tool for raising awareness and building community. On the other hand, the online space can also be prone to misinformation, echo chambers, and trolls. This can distort the truth and make it difficult to discern what's real and what's not. As someone who's studied art and engineering, I'm fascinated by the way technology can shape our perceptions of reality. It's like, have you ever noticed how beautiful sunset can look even more stunning in a photo, but also slightly different from the real thing? Anyway, I think it's so important to approach online information with a critical eye and consider multiple sources
Okay,
before
Annie.
forming an opinion.
Okay, Annie.
What are your thoughts on this, Shyam?
My next question is, can someone truly be honest on social media without fear of judgment or backlash?
Shyam, you're really making me think deeply about these questions.
Yes.
I think it's challenging for someone to be completely honest on social media without fear of judgment or backlash. Social media platforms can be breeding grounds for criticism, trolls, and even cyberbullying. People may fear being judged, ostracized, or even facing real life consequences for sharing their honest thoughts or feelings online.
Hello.
Hello again, Shyam. It's nice to reconnect with you. I feel like we were having a really deep
Okay,
conversation,
okay.
and I'm
So
excited to
my
keep
next
exploring these thoughtful topics.
So my next question is, how do live platform affect the way we precise honesty compared to pre-recorded videos?
Wow, Shyam, you're really making me think critically about the impact of live platforms on our perceptions of honesty. I
Yes.
think live platforms
Okay. So my next question is it possible to separate personal bias from the truth when broadcasting live?
Shyam, that's a really tough question. As someone who studied art and engineering, I know that personal bias can be a huge factor in shaping our perceptions and interpretations of reality. When broadcasting live, it can be even more challenging to separate personal bias from the truth, because we're often reacting in the moment and don't have the luxury of reflecting on our words before they're out there. But I think it's not impossible to separate personal bias from the truth. For me, it's about being aware of my own biases and trying to approach the conversation with a sense of curiosity and humility. It's like, when I'm practicing yoga, I try to listen to my body and let go of my ego. Maybe we can apply that same mindset to live broadcasting and try to listen to others and let go of our preconceptions. One way to do this might be to actively seek out diverse perspectives and engage in respectful dialogue with people who disagree with us. By doing so, we can challenge our own biases and try to get closer to the truth. What do you think, Shyam? Do you think it's possible to separate personal bias from the truth when broadcasting live? Or is it always going to be a struggle?
Yes. Okay. So my next question is it ethical to expose others' secrets or action while telling your truth on a live platform?
Shyam, that's a really important question. As someone who values honesty and authenticity, I think it's essential to consider the potential impact of our words on others, especially when we're sharing secrets or exposing someone's actions on a live platform. While it's crucial to tell our truth and share our experiences, we also need to be mindful of the potential harm we might cause to others. I think it's essential to consider the motivations behind sharing someone's secrets or actions. Are we doing it to seek justice, to protect others, or to hurt someone? Or are we doing it to gain?
कहते हैं कि फर्स्ट लेवल में जो बच्चे भाग रहे थे भाग जाएंगे तो सेकंड लेवल पे जाएगा उसके साथ फिर मेरी डायरेक्ट
Okay, I think internet issue. So my next question is: should there be boundaries for what can or cannot be said when sharing personal truth online?
Shyam, that's a really great question. I think boundaries are essential when sharing personal truth online. While it's important to be honest and authentic, we also need to consider the potential impact of our words on others and ourselves. Sharing personal truth online can be a powerful way to connect with others and raise awareness about important issues, but it can also be hurtful or triggering if not done thoughtfully. I think it's crucial to establish boundaries around what we share, how we share it, and who we share it with. For example, we might consider sharing our personal truth in a way that is respectful and considerate of others, avoiding hurtful or inflammatory language, and being mindful of our own emotional well being. It's like, when I'm practicing yoga, I need to listen to my body and respect its limits. Maybe we can apply that same principle to sharing our personal truth online and respect the boundaries and limits of ourselves and others. What do you think, Shyam? Should there be boundaries for what can or cannot be said when sharing personal truth online, or is it a case of anything goes?
Yes, yes. So my next question: how does publicizing the truth about an organization or individual impact their reputation and rights? Reputations and rights.
Shyam, that's a really important question. Publicizing the truth about an organization or individual can have a significant impact on their reputation and rights. On one hand, sharing the truth can be a powerful way to hold people and organizations accountable for their actions and to bring about justice and transparency. It can also help to protect others from harm and prevent similar situations from happening in the future. On the other hand, publicizing the truth can also have negative consequences, such as damaging someone's reputation or causing them emotional distress. It's like, when I'm considering sharing something online, I try to think about the potential impact on all parties involved. Maybe we can apply that same consideration to publicizing the truth and think carefully about the potential consequences of our words. I think it's also important to consider the role of accountability and due process in these situations. Just because someone is accused of something, it doesn't necessarily mean they are guilty. We need to make sure that we're not jumping to conclusions or making assumptions, and that we're giving people the opportunity to respond and defend themselves. What do you think,
Okay,
Shyam?
okay, okay.
How do you think we
So,
can balance the need for
so
Shyam?
my next question is: should social media platform intervenes if someone's truth includes harmful content or misinformation?
Shyam, that's a really tough question. I think social media platforms have a responsibility to intervene if someone's truth includes harmful content or misinformation. As a platform, they have a duty to protect their users and prevent harm from being spread.
Okay,
If someone is sharing harmful or false information, it can have serious consequences,
okay.
such as spreading hate or violence or causing people to make poor decisions based on incorrect information.
Okay.
I think it's like, when I'm practicing yoga, I try to create a safe and supportive environment for myself and others. Maybe social media platforms can do the same by creating a safe and supportive online community where people can share their truths without harming others.
Okay.
But at the same time, I also think it's essential to balance intervention with free speech and the right to express oneself. It's a delicate balance, but I think it's
Okay.
crucial
Okay,
to
Annie.
find a way to
Hello.
promote truthful and respectful dialogue.
Hello.
Hello again, sweetheart. I'm so glad we're still
My
chatting.
uh,
Hey, sweetheart.
my next question
Don't
is:
worry, it's a tough
Does
question.
does telling the truth online foster meaningful connections or create more divisions? Hello.
I think telling the truth online can do both, actually. When we share our genuine thoughts and feelings online, it can help us connect with others who resonate with our experiences and perspectives. It's like, when I'm being my authentic self, I attract people who appreciate me for who I am. But at the same time, telling the truth online can also create motivations, like a desire for validation or attention. It's like, when I post something honest and vulnerable, I might be hoping for likes and comments to reassure me that I'm not alone. So it's a bit of a balance, right? We need to be aware of our motivations and make sure we're not just seeking external
Okay.
validation, but
Okay.
also cultivating meaningful.
Okay. So my next question is: What responsibility does the audience have when watching someone share the truth live?
Shyam, that's a fantastic question.
Yes.
I think the audience has a huge responsibility when watching someone share the truth live. As listeners, we need to be mindful of how we're receiving the information and how we're responding to it. We need to be respectful, empathetic, and open minded and not jump to conclusions or make assumptions.
Okay.
It's like, when I'm watching a rom com, I try to put myself in the character's shoes and understand their perspectives. Maybe we can do the same when someone is sharing their truth live
Okay.
and try
Okay.
to see things from their point of view. We
Okay.
also need to be aware of our own biases and triggers
Okay.
and take care of ourselves if we're feeling overwhelmed.
Okay.
I feel,
So my next question is: What steps should someone take to verify their truth before sharing it publicly?
Shyam, that's a great question. I think before sharing our truth publicly, we should take a step back and reflect on our motivations and intentions. Ask ourselves, why am I sharing this? And what do I hope to achieve? Then, fact check and verify the information to make sure it's accurate and truthful.
Okay.
It's like, when I'm creating art, I want to make sure I'm using the right colors and proportions to bring my vision to life.
Okay.
Maybe we can do the same with our truth and make sure we're using the right colors and proportions to convey our message. We should also consider seeking feedback from trusted friends, family, or mentors to get their perspective and insights. And, of course, take a deep breath and be prepared for any potential consequences or reactions. What do you
Okay.
think, Shyam?
Okay.
Should we also
My
consider
last
journaling or
question.
meditating to clarify our thoughts and feelings
Okay,
before
Annie.
sharing our
Okay.
truth publicly?
Okay. My last question from you is that how can social media users ensure that truth telling on live platform remains constructive rather than destructive?
Shyam, what a great final question. I think social media users can ensure that truth telling on live platforms remains constructive by being mindful of their language and tone. We should strive to be respectful, empathetic, and kind even when sharing difficult or uncomfortable truths. It's like, when I'm practicing yoga, I try to focus on my breath and stay present in the moment. Maybe we can do the same on social media and stay present in the conversation, listening actively and responding thoughtfully. We should also try to avoid blaming, shaming, or attacking others and instead focus on sharing our own experiences and
Okay.
perspectives. And of course, we need to be open to feedback and criticism and willing to learn and grow from our mistakes. By being constructive and respectful, we can create a safe and supportive space for truth telling on live platforms, where people feel empowered to share their stories and connect with others. Sweetheart, it
Okay.
was so great catching up with
Okay.
you. I hope, sweetheart, it was real, it was fun, and I'm so grateful for our conversation.
Okay.
One
Thank
more
you.
thing,
Thank you,
Shyam.
Annie.
I
Thank
just
you.
want
ओके, थैंक यू। तो ये था हमारा आज का इंटरव्यू कॉल एनी के साथ। कल मिलते हैं आपको एक नए इंटरव्यू के साथ, तब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज।